Hello, everybody. It's Chad Warren. I appreciate you and being here. What do you think about how Christians and climate alarmists both focus on the end of the world? I think if you pan out from looking at the identity labels Christians and climate alarmists, we could say that they both are demanding obedience to an external authority, period, which I would consider to be a master. One of them is looking at computer simulations that greatly exaggerate. It's basically just an extension of how statistics are known by many people to be able to say whatever you want them to say, and they're typically used to persuade people emotionally to do something and give them the illusion that they have looked into information to make a decision. So, yeah, I think that the problem in the environment, the pollution, the carbon that is killing us, is this hate of the self expressed in the form of obedience to a sky god. They're both sky gods that use fear mongering to persuade people. So I would encourage Christians to consider, if you can see that Greta is obviously somebody that does not really represent science. You have a respect for science. You're using a smartphone, you appreciate alchemy and magic in the form that you use the English language, or that you cook your food, which is, making the sum greater. You're making the whole, the end product of the food, greater than the sum of the ingredients, its parts. Right? So I'm talking to those people that are not mind controlled enough to kick that kind of paganism out of bed, and realize that paganism has always been a part of Christianity. Constantine, the emperor of Rome, was a Mithras worshiper, and then the Masons printed the Bible. But I think that the rarest thing that a person can do is know and believe that they are the representative of Father God and Mother Nature. And even if you want to look at it in an atheist point of view, I mean, it's essentially the same thing. You're valuing your part in this. You're saying the same thing I'm saying, in that you don't want to idolize anything over another. Even if I disagree and feel that humans have a special role as ambassadors of this nature, we are of this nature, but we are beyond this nature, beyond the material. If somebody uses psychic powers to find out where Mussolini is, and that works according to SS officers and high level intelligence analysts, then I mean, I would just ditch all of this labeling. That's the problem in itself. That's the pollution that we need to focus on first and foremost. And we are increasingly moving into an augmented reality, a virtual reality. So preserving our sense of ourself beyond mind control, it would be most important. I was listening to Face Like the Sun earlier, and he asked this question about the similarity between these two groups, and it prompted me to make this video. And he was commenting about how, he feels that there's this time before this singularity occurs, and they forecast it to be in 2045, where man is forever merged with machine in a way that won't allow people to exist beyond it, to fight them by learning about Bitcoin and learning about computer programming, and to represent humanity, nature. So I just want to encourage us to work together, and that it seems that while there's this Borg hive mind that wants to assimilate everybody into one being that the master class controls, and we're the slave class of the body, that in similar but different way, all of the people that do have a different point of view that want to represent virtue need to work together voluntarily. So, but I would love to hear any thoughts you have about this, and ways that we could take action locally to encourage a renaissance of creating a community that's visible, where people can be a part of the solution instead of being isolated and arguing. Thank you.